What's good, bro? How you doing this morning? It is a beautiful day, isn't it? Wonderful day. You should be outside enjoying nature and being grateful or mindful and present. That's truly what makes you happy. My name is Raheem the Goat, and I make content revolving around mental health and you becoming the best version of yourself. And we're going to get right into it. If you find this helpful, like, damn, bee just flew near me or something like that. You know I don't mess with them bees. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right. So today, I'm not going to waste too much time. Today, I want to talk about ways to feel more happier or something like that. I feel like happiness doesn't really exist. I think happiness is just very subjective. We don't really know if it's just having fun or being excitement, or if it's just joy, just pure joy. Now, in my opinion, I believe that there's two different types of happiness or fun. You know, there's the genuine joy. You're spending time with someone you love and you're just enjoying that. And then you have having fun, like the superficial version of it, where you're just, you're basically indulging in pleasure. You're doing pleasurable things that don't fulfill you. Now, see, that's the difference. The good kind of fun actually fulfills you when you're doing something and you're enjoying it and it's fulfilling you. But the superficial version of fun, which everybody calls playing video games, drinking alcohol, and weed, and stuff like that, I feel like that is just pleasure. It doesn't fulfill you by any means at all. It doesn't bring you fulfillment or make you feel whole. It's just kind of something you do for fun and you do to pass the time because you're bored. You don't have anything else to do. You know what I'm saying? And in a way, I feel like just watching Netflix and doing that all day, it's just a waste of time, really. It's just a waste of time. You may feel like it's fun, but you're not getting any fulfillment out of it. It's not bringing you any long-term happiness. And that's really what this video is about today. Sacrifice the short-term pleasure for a long-term fulfillment. That's what we are going to talk about. So I feel like it's best that this video isn't structured at all. I just kind of walked out here and I just started recording, turned the camera on and started recording. So I feel that in order to have meaningful happiness, now your happiness shouldn't be the end goal. Like your goal shouldn't be, oh, I just want to be happy. I'm trying to be happy. That's not good advice. You shouldn't be doing what feels good, because what feels good isn't always right, or it's not always what's best for you. So more than often, the things that are boring and the things that don't feel good are usually the things that bring you long-term fulfillment, thus giving you happiness. Instead of trying to chase happiness, you should chase fulfillment. Long-term fulfillment, actually, not short-term pleasure. Because you got to think about it. And when you I had to burp. So when you chase like pleasure and stuff like video games, for instance, you're having fun while you're doing it. You're having a lot of fun. You're enjoying yourself. Now, if it's with friends, you have friends come over and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Doing that every now and then, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're playing that video game and you're leveling up your character, you're doing all this stuff, and then when you stop playing the game, then you're bored. You're bored when you stop doing it. So you have to do it. So it's like you're depending on you're depending on something external to bring you fulfillment or happiness, and you're basically looking for fulfillment out of something external. Whether whatever it is, you watching Netflix, or you watching anime, or you're basically looking for long-term fulfillment out of something that's external, whether it be like a relationship or a materialistic item. These things aren't going to bring you happiness. They're never going to fill this void that you have. It's not going to work. And by doing what you feel is, the problem with doing what feels good is not what's best for you. Being drunk feels good. Being high feels good, but that's not what's best for you, though. So just because it feels good doesn't mean it's, good for you. Candy tastes good, but it's not good for you. You really, 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 really want to avoid things like junk food and things that, like, do your research on things and really understand what you're putting into your body, like what you're consuming, whatever it is, whether it's food, whether it's what you're watching on YouTube or just anything you're consuming. If it's not good for you, if you know it's not good for you, if you're wasting your time, if you're just being complacent and you're stuck in a bug, these bugs. Back to what I was saying. If you're just being complacent and you need to use your own judgment, use your best judgment to decide what is healthy and what is unhealthy. Not exactly what feels good or what you want to do. It's always the thing that you don't want to do that is more beneficial to you, because you notice, like, when you keep indulging in things and you do it over and over again, and before you know it, you're literally using this thing as an escape, and next thing you know, you're playing video games 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day. That is not healthy. That's not healthy. A healthy human being does not play video games 12, 13, 14 hours a day. I'm sorry, but that's not healthy. Actually, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. This is the truth. So, in order to reduce this, you got to try your best to reduce that time. It may be very difficult to cut it out all at once, but what you need to do is replace that with something that's going to benefit you. And I'm not talking about going and working at a 9-to-5 job, working at Arby's or something like that, or McDonald's. I'm not talking about that. You may need to do that, but I'm suggesting that you find a passion, find a skill, like learn a new skill, do something that you think, do something that's valuable, that's valuable with your time. You need to value your time and be mindful of how you're spending it. See, I was gonna try to show y'all that bumblebee flying near me. Oh, they see these these animals been bees and these birds. They've been acting kind of funny lately. This bird was just flying and had something in his mouth. Yeah, you know, the birds gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? I actually went for a run this morning, and it was, and it's the craziest feeling. Anybody tell me if you can relate to this? Like my body was tired, my lungs were tired, and my heart was like, oh. My body was like, stop. My mind was like, no, keep going. My mind was enjoying it. My mind just loved it. My mind was enjoying it. And I think that's the crazy thing about exercising. Your mind, your mind just literally enjoys what you're doing. Your mind enjoys it, but your body doesn't. And that's why you got to realize that exercising is not just about your body or like how you look and getting muscles and stuff like that. It's really about the way it makes you feel. It's like it's good for your mind, you know. Now, when I just now said running felt good in my mind, like for my mind, it felt good. Exercising felt good. These are things that are beneficial to your health and your overall well-being. So it's not a bad thing. Not everything that feels good is bad. It's just when you get so used to doing things that are easy, running takes effort. Playing video games does not. All you got to do is twiddle your thumbs. I used to play video games a lot. I know. One of the best things to understand is that there is no shortcut in life. There's no shortcut. I like to periodically check and see if my camera is still recording. I do that a lot. But you ever go outside and you just hear the birds chirping and you just be mindful of all the sounds and everything. When's the last time you were mindful and you heard all the sounds and you weren't, scrolling on your phone and on Instagram or TikTok and looking at Instagram models and on YouTube watching pointless videos, entertaining videos, trying to get your dopamine up? Consume content that motivates you and inspires you to become the best version of yourself. That just uplifts you and make you feel, not necessarily, I'm not saying make you feel better, but consume things that are helpful to you, like beneficial. That makes sense? So it's like the more you indulge in these comfortable things, the more you will be depressed and sad. I said this in one of my previous videos about 5 bad habits you need to avoid. And if you want to learn more about that, go check that video out. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, the more you indulge in this stuff, you're gonna feel depressed. And when you do the things that, like I said, are beneficial to you and bring fulfillment over the long term, then you start to feel happy because you're grateful and you appreciate things. I'm actually going to make a new video on the habits that you should do. I'm gonna record that because I did one 3-4 months ago, but that was like my first video that I ever uploaded. Well, self-improvement niche video, whatever, mental health. That was the first one. So I'm making a new one. Why not? So, but yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. This morning, as I was going for a run, I came up with this idea. So I'm I'm starting a email newsletter type thing. So basically, I'm gonna send daily tips and motivation and things for your mental health and things that'll help inspire you and keep you motivated to do what you're supposed to do, like go to the gym and meditate and read and self-improve. Not only that, but to help you reach your goals and your purpose and bring you long-term fulfillment. And all types of stuff about diet and fitness, and I'm into all that, and just all my interests and any thoughts that I may be thinking at this time, and I just want to share them with everyone. And even I even want to do some exclusive content, like some videos and some behind the scenes stuff and vlogs and all that. And I would like you to be a part of that. I think I'm very excited to do that. I think I'm very enthusiastic about it. I think it would be very fun and, just very fulfilling. And if you would be interested in that, definitely click the sign up link. I'm going to have it down below in the description. And I'm also doing one-on-one coaching. If you'd be interested in that, you want to talk about some things, feel free to click those links. And yeah, just make sure you take care of yourself and always keep striving for the best and becoming the best version of yourself. Like always, never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.